Good afternoon. If you are in sales, keep watching. If you're not in sales, keep scrolling. If you think you want to be in sales, keep watching. If you don't think you'll ever going to be in sales, you should probably keep scrolling. So, here's a little story about me. My name is Alex Paz. I've been in sales for 23 years, probably a little longer than that, more like 26 years. If I consider my teenage years when I used to make sales too, working in a clothing store back in Guatemala. So what I'm about to tell you is something crucial if you're in sales, and whether you are in your first year, you're in your 10th year, or you're in your 20th year or 23rd year, okay? And that is this, that the fundamentals of sales have not changed for centuries, okay? Sales was, is, and will be always a transfer of enthusiasm over a bridge of trust, okay? I have to give credit to my friend Daniel G, because I heard that phrase from him a few years back. And you have to stay true to the fundamentals of sales. And the fundamentals of sales is, once again, having the enthusiasm, having the energy, making enough reps, that is presentations, client conversations, phone calls, however you have to talk to your clients and connect with them. It could never be that you're going to close 100% of the people that you talk to, because if you're doing that, you're likely not in sales, okay? No salesperson in the world closes everyone that they see. No, that doesn't exist. So the story I want to tell you is very important. In my second year of sales, I went through what we call in sales a slump, a rut. And that rut lasted almost a month and a half. And it had nothing to do with the market. It had nothing to do with the product. It had nothing to do with the time of the year, the season. Nothing to do with anything but to do with my mindset, my mind. And listen to this. I went through 28 straight presentations without a sale. 28. Now, in my industry, life insurance, if you go 28 presentations without a sale, most people will quit after presentation 15. Okay, I almost doubled that at 28, and it happened to me because I got away from the fundamentals. I did not have the enthusiasm, the energy. I was off script, and I kept going and going and going. And I thought, oh, the next one's gonna go, but I was away from my fundamentals. So the fundamentals had to be brought back to me through failure and disaster. And after 28 presentations, I kind of realized I need to press the reset button on here, in my mind. And when I went after presentation 28, what I did is I went back to my fundamentals. I went back to my original training. I went back to my original scripting. I went back to everything I was told to do and say when I just came out of fresh out of training. And then I gave myself the opportunity to start over again from zero, even though I was already a year, almost 2 years in the business. And suddenly after that, I had one of the most amazing runs of my sales career. I broke personal records at that time. At that time, they were records for me. They've since been broken many, many, many times. But it took a true reset to actually go back to my fundamentals. So if you're in sales, be willing to press the reset button as many times as you need to, especially if you're in a rut or in a slump. Go back to your original settings. Press the reset button on your training. Get your presentation that you're doing right now. Find your receipt, hand it back. It's broken. Get your new presentation again, back to the fundamentals, and see how your sales are going to go back up. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and share. See you next time.